Mauricio, hello.
Hello.
Is Sunday's game the ultimate test of how much you've improved as a club, taking on the league leaders who won 6 out of 6?
No, I think no. I think it's a very important game for us and for them. But it's only a game. I think we are on the beginning of the season. It's true that we play against Manchester City, that is unbeaten on the Premier League, and first against second on the table. I think will be a very tough game, very important game for both teams. But it's very early to start to speak about that. That this is very important game for proof something or not.
You're right, it is early, and yet if you win, you go within a point of them. If you lose, you're 7 points adrift, which is a gap.
Yes, for me, I think that only is the beginning. For that, it's very important the 3 points that we will play against City. I think it's important to reduce the gap. But it's sure my speech, if we will win, will be the same that if we don't get the 3 points. But the most important thing is to be solid, is to show that we believe in the way that we play, but it's too early to start to speak about aims on the end of the season. But it's true. I am agree that it's a very important game and exciting game.
How much are you looking forward to coming up against Pep Guardiola, who obviously you faced in La Liga? Is it right you got your first win as Espanyol manager against his Barcelona?
Yes, but this was on the past. And do you know that I don't like too much to speak about the past. For me, football is present and future, and for me, the most important thing is to meet them and play well and try to show that our quality and get the 3 points. And then, of course, to say hello to him because we share a lot of time together to play against. First of all, again, like a player and then like a manager, we spend the same time, me and him on Barcelona and me on Espanyol. And important too to see all the staff because Mikel Arteta, Lorenzo Bonaventura, his sports science, and the doctor too now, Edu Mauri, are very good friends of mine, and will be very good to see all of them.
Did you always think he would make a big impact in the Premier League right at the start like this?
Yes, of course. He's one of the best, or the best manager in the world, and he showed his quality on Barcelona, on Bayern Munich, and now on Manchester City. On the beginning, that always is tough for all the managers to arrive to the new club on the Premier League. But I think that it's exciting to play against him now.
How do you deal with the threat of Sergio Aguero? He's got 10 goals against Spurs in 9 Premier League games.
Yes, I remember the last time that I talked about him. Remember about Mozart, would create a big problem, and now I only can say that he's a great player, and I don't want to compare with any music.
I wonder if you talk a bit about the form of Toby Alderweireld and how important he is now for your team.
Well, I think it's very important. All the players. I don't like to speak about names because for me, the collective is the most important, the squad. But it's true. It's the player that play more than another will be more important than another player. That is true. If Alderweireld Toby have the possibility to play more than another because it's my election, it's sure that become more important for the team. But for me, all are special and all are important.
I take on board what you say about not wanting to talk about individuals, but Heung-min Son's 5 goals in his last 5 appearances is something rather special. I mean, how pleased have you been that he's really made the absence of Harry Kane almost not be felt?
Yes, it's true that I can speak about some special player like now Sonny that score a lot of goals and help a lot the team to take points. It's true that he's like I say to you after CSKA, he's on fire, and I think that we are all agree, and he is helping a lot to the team, and he's in form, he's in a very good way, and we hope that follow in the same way.
I'll ask the Harry Kane question, if I may, at this stage. How is he? What's the latest on it?
I think he's very positive. I think that was very positive, the scanner, the last Monday, and I think the expectation is that can be available before than we expect.
It's been a very difficult week for English football. I just wonder what your observations are on the corruption allegations that have been appearing on a daily basis.
I think I don't need to say more than we hear in the last few days on the media. I think that is a sad situation, difficult situation for some people that are involved. Do you know? I think that is a very difficult moment for all, not for only for the people that are involved, and always you hope that all will be clear and clear for all, but we'll see. I think only I read some article and I see on the media, but on the end we need to wait what happened.
Were you surprised Sam Allardyce lost his job?
Well, surprise or no surprise, I think the FA need to take some decision, and if they took that decision is because they have the reason for do that, no? Do it.
Do you have any concerns for your England players in terms of, are they unsettled at all by what's happened? They'll be reporting for duty next week. It'll be their third different England head coach in three games.
Well, I think that I need to be focused in us, in Tottenham, and then we'll see. But I think that they are very focused in try to play against Manchester City. It's true that the FA is in a difficult moment now, finding another manager to give the responsibility to manage the English football. But do you know, the player need to be out of all that situation and be focused in play. And then if Gareth is the man that need to manage and handle the team sheet and select the player and then to be available and to be focused on England duty. But today they need to be away and be focused on the last game in that period.
Just one last one for me. The injury situation looked a bit more encouraging.
Yes, I am very positive with the player that injury, but I need to assess tomorrow. But I am very positive in few of them.
Thank you.
Any more broadcast questions?
So I don't think any manager has given more players to the England squad than you over the last few years. Would that be a job in the future maybe that you might be interested in?
Yes, why not? Why not? In the future, yes.
But not now?
Now it's impossible. We signed a new contract, 5-year contract here, and I think it's not my moment, not only in England, in Argentina too.
Do you think it's possible for Tottenham to compete with Manchester City long term when you look at the amount of money that they spend?
A long term, yes. Maybe we are a little bit in behind them now in the project, but I think that our expectation is a long term to compete with all of the big clubs like City, United, and Liverpool, and different clubs.
Because they spent a lot more money in the summer, whereas Tottenham relying on homegrown players and young players.
Well, I think that for us it's important to build. We are building after 2 years a different philosophy and different project. I think to build a new stadium and unbelievable training ground like we have is to settle all the principle for be a big club, and our spirit and our ambition is to be one of the bigger clubs in the world. And but that is you need time and you need a process, a normal process.
And is there a benefit from having a group of young homegrown players rather than lots of expensive players who have come in from abroad?
I think the balance is the most important in football, and we have an unbelievable academy that we need to appreciate that. People that work very hard to try to provide the first team very good players, and then we need to bring players that can settle quick in our philosophy and in Tottenham philosophy, and that is very important. But it's a process that we are working very hard now to settle principle for right to the new stadium and try to show how big is our club. No?
Can I just ask a bit more detail on the injuries? You said that Dembele was maybe a bit behind Rose and Dyer. Is that still the case?
No. I think we need to assess all. All today maybe are in the same level. We are very positive on them, but it's one training session more tomorrow, and then I will take the decision.
And Sissoko, that's the same with him?
The same than the others, yes. Only Harry is a little bit behind, no?
Okay, Alistair, do you want to wrap it up?
Another fitness-based one. George's Kevin Nkudu has made a few decent sub-appearances for you. Is he at the fitness level yet where he's in contention to start matches?
It's not 100% in the level that we wanted him, and we want him. And he's very young, and he need to work a lot to arrive in his best. But it's true in the way that we want to use now, and we can use him. It's a perfect to be on the bench and be an impact like was against CSKA.
Okay, Tom, last one.
Mauricio, Vincent Janssen last season in Holland at this very time started scoring and ended it with 30 goals. Do you see those kind of qualities starting to come to the surface now? He's been here for a couple of
We cannot compare him with his former club or when he was in Holland. Premier League is very tough. It's different to Holland and the Dutch league. And I think we are happy in the way that he's working. It's true that he needs to score because always a striker like happened with Harry Kane. But only be patient, and he's working and he's adapting his quality and the new club and the new league, and always is difficult. But we are very, very happy in the way that he's working.
Do you think it's been a help to you this season that you've been here for 3 years now, whereas Man City, Man United, Chelsea have changed managers? Do you think that gives you an advantage?
In some things, yes. In some situation, yes. In another, no. I think football is too difficult to assess football in the way that we want to compare the things. It's difficult to compare Tottenham with Manchester City. Only you can see the budget or the salary that Manchester City pay, and you compare with Tottenham, and the answer is very clear. Or when you compare with Manchester United or with Liverpool. But we are in a process to build a big project here. It's for that Tottenham is different to Liverpool, to Chelsea, to United, or to Manchester City. If you remember, when I arrived 2 years ago, how was my first season here? And if you compare now with Guardiola when I arrived, and how much he spent and how much I spent on Tottenham, and the answer is very clear. No, I think we are in a very different project, and I think you know very well that, and I don't need to explain what happened. No?
Okay, guys. If the camera's off now, please. Thank you.